Yeah, you just see me, huh? This is Dr. Wisner Joseph Philemy. I let my hair loose like a prophet. Maybe I'm Prophet Elijah, but I don't want to say it because if I call myself Prophet Elijah, I'm pointing the end of the world because he has to come before Jesus come. That could be the truth, but my mouth should not say it. Wisner Joseph Philemy from Haiti, Dr. Philemy. Huh? If you say we're not the Jewish people, we are close to being Jewish. Because when President Martelly was in power, so those Jewish guys, they would go in the border of Haiti, between Haiti and Dominican Republic, and be the security there. A bunch of Jewish, in Wanament, River Massacre, they would be their security officers. And also in Massacre, I would assume, between Bouquet or between Port-au-Prince and the other side, like Pedernales and other places like that. So they were securing the borders, knowing the Haitian people are important. We are the first people, the chosen of God, the Israelites, the very first people. Isaiah 44, ce peuple ancien que j'ai créé, qu'il prédire l'avenir, ce qui doit peut-être arriver. So, I studied hard to pass my board exam. For my step one, it took me almost a year. 10 hours a day. If I didn't make it, I went back to study and then I passed it. I spent a month in bed crying, and I had a nurse that was supporting me at this time. She got me my green card. But we couldn't have a kids after 8 years, and she walked away. She kept the house, and I had a car. She said I could keep the car, but I still had to pay it. So a little bit of money stayed with me. So my life has had many turns. So to talk the truth, sometimes you have to be not drunk. We have to have a little bit of alcohol on you and to speak your mind. Noah did the same thing when he was rejoicing. He didn't die. I just make some eggs. I'm not crazy. But the reality is that having the rainbow, the head of the rainbow over my head, the sun, l'étoile du matin, the morning star is on me. It's not on Pope Francis, it's on me. But I'm black, I'm Haitian. And the Spirit of God is on me, the triangle. And they kill my soul at Jackson Memorial Hospital. Pick me up to kill me. God didn't let me die. God gave me life. And those racist people, the white folks from Jackson, some of them call themselves Jewish, or maybe they are Jewish, I don't know, but their name is Jewish, and I'm pretty sure they're Jewish. Because of the vibration, I've been around Jewish people, and I see the clouds is beneficial for creation. If you want to create, you need that Jewish clouds. They have a good cloud, the clouds of creation. So never say they're not Jewish, because their cloud is Jewish. So God in His omniscience, to create, you have to have the light. It's on my black book. You have to have the light in the middle, and then you have to have so the left side is knowledge and understanding of your brain, and on the right side is guidance, how to do things and so on. The right side is more than guidance, but that's a lot more. Guidance and memory kind of stuff goes there, but emotion is more in the light on the top of the triangle. So body, soul, and spirit, and so on. So to create, you have to have those three elements activated in you, in your brain. And when you have the seal of God, to be sealed by God, it's not going to be one God. It's going to be the triunity seal. You have to be sealed by the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. It's going to be three entities sealing you. But some people, the Hispanics or some other people, they function as a second degree, Father and Son. So sometimes you might see one or two seals. Some people, they don't have three. They're not black. So the black have to have three seals. But the Hispanic and whites, they might need like two seals, or I don't think it's one, maybe two seals and so on. So it's complicated, divinity, because people don't fit in the same realm of action. Don't expect like all the blacks and the whites gonna be the same, or they're gonna be in the same place. I don't think it's that way. Anyway, if we're gonna be serious, it's gonna be different things. There's only science, l'omniscience de l'existence de la création. Huh? So black people are important because with them you have no memory. You cannot remember anything. They are the memory. They are the power. You have to have the black substance, the power to function. It's black. Memory-wise, on the right side, it's not. It doesn't have to be totally black. It could be my color, or something lighter than I am, and it could be white too. Or depends. People have carry different type of energy at different stage. So them motherfuckers, they almost killed me. They say God is the one that's trying to kill himself and he cannot die. I don't want to be the Antichrist and call myself God, because I've seen Jesus in heaven, with his eyes of fire. You cannot look at him for 3 seconds. His fire eyes, he's traveling with the moon. He's surrounded by stars. I've seen it with my own eyes. You might think it's not true, but it's true. Somebody one time asked me if I've seen Jesus. I would not tell her, because I would elevate her. I decided not to tell her for whatever reason. And that's what I'm telling you now, because it's time to say it. I'm not pointing the end of the world, but it's another dimension of living. It's another dimension of living. So time change. Creation change. Time change. So at one point, God created what? There was the waters, and he separated the waters with the spirit in between, because God is a spontaneous creation. He created himself. Where he came from? I cannot talk about where God came from. Who can talk about where God came from? He's a spirit that is created out of nowhere. He's created is the spirit. And existence, boom, boom, we exist in spirit first. Then the waters, afterwards the light, which is not the sun yet, but it's a light. I don't know how we can see that light before the sun does that light. This is the light. So I don't know if that light, is the white people. I didn't want to say it, but I think the first thing, the spirit was walking, was moving over the water. Was that spirit that kind of Hispanic? If he was a Hispanic, he was a Jewish people or some. They look like that. Maybe that was the kind of spirit with black hair, long black hair. That was the spirit moving over the water without a body. Maybe I'm lying. Then when the light is created, the white hair people, the blondes, they are created. But when they are created, they think they are better than God. Yeah? But they are important people. I love them. Those people love me too. The white folks. They are special. Mwah, baby. So, this is the light. So the Hispanic or the Jewish kind of spirit running over the water, Jesus-like, black hair, spirit running over the water. And then we have the light people. Kind of, I don't want to say England, there's some type of Europeans, they become the light. And then God himself keep moving, separate the waters and create the earth. I have a cousin, I won't say his name, he liked the earth. He liked lands and stuff. So that was then the 4th days, the sun is created, the sun, the moon and the stars, and the blacks take a body. So does it mean the Hispanic, the white folks were in heaven or somewhere else, and then God put the black ones on the earth? But on 4th days, God created the sun, the moon, and the stars. So then there was a fight, which bring the blacks down. When the blacks become the bigger than God, bring the blacks down. Or maybe that's not true. I had some alcohol. I'm talking. I'm just talking. I'm processing. Not possessing. I'm processing. Je ne fais que divulguer quelque chose. Il revient à toi de discerner ce qu'est la vérité. Nous ne faisons qu'agir. Au niveau de l'esprit, il se peut que le noir et la race noire soit la première race. Je ne sais pas que la race blanche. But to be honest, right? You have to tell the truth. So I leave it to you to keep living life, and it must be revealed to you. But I cannot deny what I saw. Yeah. So them guys, those motherfuckers, I did 4 years of residency. I currently have a license. It's not a big license, but it's a license to function. And those motherfuckers would not give me my certification because they think I'm gonna help Haiti. I'm gonna be going to Haiti. They have Bill Clinton or somebody called me in the name of Bill Clinton from Chicago asking me if I find a job with Bill Clinton to go to Haiti, if I would go there. But listen, from Haiti, finish high school, go to Dominican Republic, learn Spanish, play music, and then come to America to fulfill a dream. So I work in trianity, being in Haiti, black, the Egypt, Isaiah, is it 19 or 17? God say, my people. God say, who is my people. If we believe in the Bible, he say, my people, the people of Egypt. But not the common people of Egypt, maybe the black ones. Because at one time, the whole Africa, most of it was Ethiopia, Egypt. So my people, one time I went to Paris and I saw those things, those same chairs, le Musée du Louvre, the same chairs that we produce in Haiti, they are right in the museum and that museum, le Musée du Louvre, and you can see that roots, that origin. God called those people my people. He called those people my people, and He calls Assyria His working hands, His handiwork, and then He's called Israel His inheritance. So really, if we say black people are the people of origin on earth, maybe they are, but maybe in heaven they were those Hispanic or those white folks. And the Hispanic or Brazilian, those are complicated people. They can bless you, they can curse you out, and then you cannot get out of it. Because the water is another force. So whenever something is created, an entity is created with it. So if some entity was created with the water, the ocean, when the sun and moon was created, maybe black were created. But God loved the light, He loved the sun, and He turned Himself into that entity. I don't know, maybe I is blasphemy, but I'm not the Antichrist. You know that by now. And if you go to Revelation somewhere, God says He will seal the church through the Son. He will use the Son to seal His church. So the Lord that promotes 1,000 years of eternity, He will seal the church through the Son. So if you're not connected to the Son, of the light of the Son, that spiritual energy, not that the physical one. You have to have the spiritual one, then you have the spiritual one first, and the physical shine on you. He says, what revelation is that? I think it's Revelation 22. It's verse 22 somewhere. He said, I send you my angel. I send you my angel. I need to look it up. I read the necessary. I've read the important ones. Is it Revelation 18, verse 22? Maybe. Je vous ai envoyé mon ange. I've sent you my angel. Huh? Yeah. So them motherfuckers better give me my certification. I'm not gonna kill myself. I was gonna say that, but that's depression. That's depression. If you say you're gonna kill yourself, God doesn't like that. Well, I need that my shit from those motherfuckers. I have a license. Fuck you. I completed the 4 years. You invited me to the graduation. Then through a schism in a Ku Klux Klan, you cancel it. All right. So you can harvest the black folks or the chosen one from Haiti. You can harvest being retarded. We cannot enter the promised land. We cannot rise. We cannot stand. We cannot grow. You keep us on their feet, huh? The motherfuckers. I'm gonna eat my eggs now. All right.